31 million tons. That's how much food is thrown away in the garbage by stores, corporations in America every year. 31 million tons. And some of that food is completely usable. It's past its sell-by date or close to its sell-by date. And we know studies have been done on food, packaged foods, that show that those foods are perfectly edible months after their sell-by date. There's one 3-letter pharmacy, I won't use their name, that throws away their goods 1 month before the sell-by date is expired. And that's kind of disheartening when you think about it. I don't understand the whole supply and demand. If you're a store, if you're managing a store, or you own a store, why wouldn't you try to stop some of that waste and not order so much? If you see that you're not selling it, don't order so much next month. Or perhaps find a way to donate it, give it to the needy. It's a tax deduction if they were to do that. Now I'm talking about the United States, particularly. France has now outlawed throwing away good food in the dumpsters. They must, by law, donate it to the needy. And I really wish the United States would pick up that torch. Don't you? So a friend of mine and I have got together and instead of standing on our soapbox and just preaching to people, which really doesn't always do any good, we've decided to do something about it on a more personal level. We've decided to go out dumpster diving. So we turned it into just a fun-filled day of just sneaking around and peeking in dumpsters and pulling out what we could. We did get caught a couple of times and we were asked to leave and told we couldn't be there. But it was fun. We had a blast. If you decide to do something like this, you are in good company. There's actually a movement of people called Freegans, and you can search that term here on YouTube or Facebook or just on Google. Google the term Freegan, and you'll see people who have decided to just live on what they can find in dumpsters, just as a way to save that food from going to the landfill. It's just their way to protest. It's not that they can't afford food. And you know what? Me and my friend can afford food. We have families that we take care of, and we did save quite a bit by our haul. But we can afford food. We're not starving. And we just did it as a form of protest, basically, but we did so well at it. I think in another few weeks, once we eat all we got, we will go back and do it again and just see what we can find. The things that we found were either had not expired, they were just seasonal products, or they were things that were just about to turn. So we cooked them really quickly and put them in the freezer. And I have a freezer downstairs that used to be just full of bread because our family eats a lot of bread. I'd buy it in bulk, and now it's full of Little Debbie cakes and baklava and mushrooms, cooked mushrooms and cooked cabbage. We did really well, guys. So watch the clips and see what we got, and let me know if you like these kind of videos, and please, no judgment, no harsh words. We did this as a form of protest, and we will eat the food that we found. It was in bags. It was completely sealed. There was It wasn't dirty at all. And you know what? Soaking food in vinegar is something that both me and my friend do anyway, because we want to remove the pesticides from the food that we buy that's not organic. So it's just a practice that we do, and it kills pesticides. It will kill any germs that would be on the food anyway. And that's just something we always do, regardless, you know, if we buy the food. But if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. This little channel is off to a slow start, but I've kind of neglected it for a while just because I wasn't sure what to talk about. But I think this was really fun. We had a good time. So enjoy the video. Stay tuned for more, okay? Have a good day. Hi guys, this is our very first dumpster dive, and I watched a lot of videos before to prep and see what was going on and how to do it, and everyone said don't worry if you go out your first time and you don't find anything. Well, this is my little bitty car, and it is completely full. Back seat, the little trunk, we've got a shower head combo, and that's it there. We've got an entire case full of these Swiss rolls and the St. Patrick's Day cakes, and the only reason this is open is we took some out to eat them to see if they were good or not. We've got apples and oranges and tomatoes and cabbage. We found some toys, so we grabbed those for a neighbor kid. And I'm just sorry about the bad video quality here. We've got some whey. This is builds muscle, and there are 3 of those, and 1 is sample and 2 just say damaged on them. And this back there is full of mushrooms. There's sliced mushrooms and button mushrooms. And then we got 2 packs of celery and about 6 cabbage. And I'm going to come around here to this side so that you can see back here too. These are 2 great big bags of wood chips. And we have a composting toilet and we garden, so we can use that in the composting toilet, or we can use it as mulch. And that's my friend's purse. We are partners in crime. So we got 1 really smashed loaf of bread, and that's because it was underneath something in the dumpster. But you know what? Even though smashed, it's edible. It is not molded. There's a whole nother bag of those cakes. We got a case, it was dumped out, but a case of this baby food, and it's ancient grains and pumpkin. And I thought, you know what, even though that's baby food, we can take those out because we are vegan, those are organic, and we can make muffins with them. So we got a case of those. We got a couple of these apples and cheddar, and my friend will eat those because I don't eat cheese, I'm vegan. A whole bag full of baklava, completely sealed up, just expired date, or just about to expire. And we got some bananas. I'm showing everybody what we got. I'm videotaping it. Okay, then let's come around to this side of the car. Let's see. In this store. Okay. We've got a couple of salads. And we got 4 of these.
I'm a mean drunk.
These mild salsa, and there was.
I think there's even more.
There might be. Yeah, we loaded up. So there was an entire case of this, and there was hot and medium and mild, and the lid is just the wrong size for my grabber, and so that is all I could grab. All right, so we will get back out this. We are dumping this stuff out of the car, and we're going back out because we've only been out 2 hours, and we haven't hit the pharmacy stores, and that's where we are going to next. So we'll let you guys know how it goes. So we filled up my car to the gills. And we were going to dump it out, but we decided to just switch cars and go back out. So my car's parked. We're taking my friend Kathy's car, and we are going to head up the pharmacies next. Wish us luck. As I promised, I would show you what we brought in. So there was an entire case of the sweet rolls, an entire case of the St. Patrick's Day cakes, and these are Little Debbie. And, of course, I shared with my partner, so she got half and I got half. Cheese. There was about 3 cases of cheese. There's Swiss and American and shredded cheese and mild cheddar and cheese Mexican. I only brought a little bit just for my kids and my husband because I'm vegan. I gave most of it to her because she eats cheese. I brought some Philly cheese for my kids because they've been complaining that I don't buy that enough for them. So we got that for them. Got about a case of these Tropicana drinks. A case of these Philadelphia pretzel and cheese jalapeno. And then I think we got some chocolate ones as well. Got some orange juice, some bread. These are rice pudding. So a bag of rice, some parsley, some baby food, some celery, some peppers, some baby potatoes. These are drinks from the health food store. Just say damaged, one says sample, one doesn't say anything. We found an entire case of baklava, so of course we divided that up between us. We got mushrooms. We found about 6 heads of cabbage. Lots and lots, about 2 cases of this baby food, which I just said, you know what, that's organic. Ancient grains with pumpkin, I'll make muffins with that. There's baby carrots. You know what? I've seen carrots that didn't look this good in the grocery store. Lots and lots and lots of mushrooms. 1 package of crackers, which we opened and I gave her some out of. Bananas, bell peppers, apples, oranges. Just everything, everything, everything. So this is the kind of waste that happens in the United States. It gets close to the sell-by date and it goes in the trash. And most of these things can go in the freezer. So all of these cheeses will go in the freezer and they won't expire. Lots of these. Non-dairy coconut milk Ready Whip, which, me being vegan, I can have this. So I was quite excited about that. There was a couple of little things of orange juice too, which the kids have already started digging in, and some strawberry milk, and a couple of jars of salsa. So this is our haul, and like I said, this isn't even half of it, because I gave most of the cheese to my friend, and she also found a garbage bag full of hamburger meat and sausage that had just been taken out, and we know it was just taken out because it was still pink and cold and lovely. And I don't eat meat. I don't allow meat in my home. So she took that entire garbage bag home with her. So just be aware of what you're throwing out and what you can get from the stores that throw it out. Okay, have a good day, guys. See you next time.